Day, I was sitting in a dentist's waiting room, cheeks still half numb from Novocaine, scrolling mindlessly when I got the text. Bianca, 27F. Hey babe, quick heads up. Remy is going through a rough patch and needs somewhere to crash for a few weeks. He's moving in tonight. I know this is sudden, but it's not negotiable. He's in a bad spot, and I owe him this. Remy. Her ex. The guy she dated for 3 years before me. The one she swore was completely out of the picture. I just sat there rereading the words non-negotiable in the apartment we'd been splitting 50/50ths for the last 8 months. Except, not really 50/50. Guess who covered the $2,400 security deposit because she couldn't afford it at the time and would totally pay me back? Spoiler, she never did. So my reply? Me, no problem, Bianca. Her, really? Wow. Thanks, babe. I knew you'd understand. He'll be on the couch. Won't be in the way. Me, all good. Handle it however you need to. Her, you're the best red heart. Oh, Bianca. Sweet summer child. You think you just dropped an ultimatum. What you actually dropped was my last straw. See, there's a fun little clause in our lease. It's month to month. Either of us can pull out with 30 days notice. And remember that deposit? Yeah. My money. My name. My leverage. So while my mouth was still numb from dental work, I started making calls. Call number 1, my buddy Jerome. Yo, can I crash a few nights? He's got a spare room. No questions asked. Done. Call number 2, our landlord, Mr. Anderson. I explained there's been an emergency living situation, and I want to formally remove myself from the lease. He reminds me about the 30-day notice, but says if both parties agree, it can be expedited. Noted. Call number 3, my cousin owns a moving company. I ask if he's got a truck free tonight. He does. By 5 p.m. I'm home. Bianca's not there yet. Perfect. I start packing. Not a rage pack. Not throwing things in trash bags. Methodical. Clothes, electronics, cookware, most of which I bought anyway. Furniture? Mine. TV? Mine. Desk setup? Mine. I even took the good couch. What did I leave? Her futon, her mismatched throw pillows, the IKEA shelf she dragged from her last place, and the wine-stained rug. By 7 p.m., the truck was loaded. The apartment looked sparse, but livable. She still had the basics. Just, not my basics. I left a letter on the counter. Bianca. You said Remy moving in wasn't negotiable. Ihres best set. You made your quase. Here's mine. I've removed myself from the lease. Mr. Anderson has your info. Full rent of $1,850 is due on the 1st. Security deposit was paid entirely by me and will be returned to me at lease end. P.S. All utilities are in my name. I'll be cancelling them tomorrow at noon. Set up your own accounts. Ethan. Snapped photos of the spotless apartment, emailed them to the landlord, left my key. By 8 p.m. I was at Jerome's place with a beer in hand, feeling lighter than I had in months. Little did I know, the circus was just starting. When I turned my phone back on the next morning, it was lit up like a Christmas tree, 63 texts, 19 missed calls. The texts started right after she got home and found my letter. Bianca, what the hell? Where are you? This isn't funny. You took the TV. Call me now. Bianca, how could you do this? Remy is here and there's nowhere for him to sleep properly. You're being so immature. By 3 a.m., the voicemails hit. From angry confused sobbing back to angry. You need to grow up and come home. We can talk about this. By 6 a.m., she'd looped in Mr. Anderson. Hey kellet me. Mr. Anderson, Ms. Rivera says you abandoned her? Me nope. I gave you written notice and photos. She informed me her ex was moving in. Said it wasn't negotiable. So I made my choice. Mr. Anderson, fair enough. At 8 a.m., the power company called her. She learned I hadn't been bluffing about utilities. By noon, lights out. That's when the cavalry arrived. Carly, her best friend, what kind of man abandons his girlfriend for helping a friend in need? Delia, her sister Bianca, is crying. How can you be so heartless? Unknown number, hey man, this is Remy. I don't know what your problem is, but Bianca is really upset. Be a man and sort this out. The audacity. Her ex, sleeping in what was my apartment, telling me to be a man. I sent one text before blocking everyone. Me Bianca, you said Remy moving in wasn't negotiable. My decision to leave isn't either. Direct all apartment concerns to Mr. Anderson.
Block. 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 Freedom.
Meanwhile, gossip trickled back through Jerome's girlfriend. Apparently, Remy was unemployed, had been couchsurfing for months, and now was parked in Bianca's apartment eating her food and hogging her Netflix. And rent was due in 5 days. Tick. The first of the month came. Bianca tried to pay half the rent. Mr. Anderson said nope, full or nothing. By the third, late fees would hit. By the fifth, eviction proceedings. So she tried me again, this time via a brand new email account.
Subject, please.
I can't afford this place alone. Remy is leaving tomorrow, but the damage is done. I need you to come back and at least help with this month's rent. I'll pay you back. Please don't do this.
Ignored.
Day 3, she tried a new tactic, showed up at my workplace pretending to be my wife for a lunch date. Security called me. I told them, I'm not married.
Escort her out.
She made a scene in the lobby until they physically removed her. That evening, Jerome showed me her Instagram. She'd posted some sob story about being abandoned by her cruel ex and facing homelessness.
Comments tore into me. Joke was on her, I don't even have Instagram.
Then she leveled up to nuclear lies.
She called my mom. Told her.
I abandoned her. My mom called me bawling. I sent screenshots of the original Remy text. Mom flipped instantly, nobody lies to a mother about her baby boy. She called Bianca back and shredded her. Word for word, don't ever weaponize motherhood again. Day 4, she showed up at Jerome's place with Remy in tow. Jerome answered the door.
Bianca, I need to talk to him. This is insane.
Jerome, he doesn't want to talk to you. Leave. Remy, listen bro, we're all adults. Your boy needs to handle his responsibilities. Jerome, responsibilities? You mean like paying rent in the apartment you're freeloading in?
Mike. Drop.
By day 5, Mr. Anderson called.
Eviction was filed.
Bianca had 30 days. She tried one last remorseful email.
You've made your point.
I shouldn't have said non-negotiable. Please don't let me end up on the street. My reply? Me, you made a unilateral decision about our shared life. I made one about mine. The consequences are yours. Contact me again and I'll pursue a restraining order. Auto-filtered her emails to a legal folder. Bianca hired a lawyer with what money? Who sent me a laughable demand letter claiming I owed her 3 months' rent for constructive eviction. My uncle, an actual lawyer, laughed harder than I've ever seen him laugh. Sent back, your client's inability to afford the apartment she unilaterally opened to her ex is not my client's responsibility.
Case closed.
Then came Smear Campaign 2.0. She DM'd my extended family on Facebook. My Aunt Rita called concerned. When I explained, she snorted, so she wanted to have her cake and eat it too, with her ex living on your dime. That girl needs therapy, not rent money. Eviction went through. Guess what happened next? Remy bailed the second she lost the apartment. Left her packing alone. Hero material, that guy. She tried calling me crying about it. Straight to voicemail.
Deleted.
The kicker? Ran into Carly at a coffee shop. She sneered, hope you're happy. Bianca's back living. With her parents.
Me, that's unfortunate.
Carly, she loved you. She was just trying to help someone.
Me, she made her choice. So did I.
Carly, she's telling people you're abusive. Me, the same people who know I paid her deposit and dates because she was broke? Good luck with that story.
She stomped off.
Last week, Bianca sent one final email from yet another account. I know I messed up. Remy was a mistake. Moving him in was a mistake. Saying it wasn't negotiable was a mistake. I've lost everything. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. You don't owe me anything.
I didn't respond.
Nothing left to say. Aftermath. I got my full $2,400 deposit back. Straight into savings. Thinking of a solo vacation. I found a cozy studio. Small but all mine. Jerome and I are closer than ever. His girlfriend tells her friends, be like Ethan, don't tolerate BS. And my mom still randomly texts, proud of you baby boy.
Yes, I'm 29.
Yes, I love it. Bianca is now a family legend. Whenever someone does something dumb, my uncle mutters, at least they didn't move their ex in.
The lesson?
When someone tells you something in your relationship isn't negotiable, believe them. Then remember your response doesn't have to be negotiable either. Bianca played the non-negotiable card. I just played it better. Living my best life, drama-free, independent, and with total control over who does, and doesn't, live in my space.